Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline Changes report for the past 24 hours for the day of 1291 for the 6th of September. We're going to jump straight to the Frontline Changes. The first is over in the Sumy front. So this is Sumy, and over at Yunakivka we have some updates coming from the Ukrainian mapping. So Deep State UAF have updated the map to show that the Russian forces basically has captured Yunakivka. Like no like the way how they mapped it is like it only this bit is not captured in terms of Yunakivka. Everything else, including massive swaths of open ground in the east of Yunakivka, is captured by the Russian forces. The advance in the western part is around 600 meter. On the eastern part is around 1 kilometer. So that is the Yunakivka situation. Maybe I should pull this a bit here so you can see better. Yeah, so that's Yunakivka. I think by the look of it, I think it's already captured. Like this is the only part that is still under Ukrainian control allegedly. Everything else we can now confirm is under Russian control. So yeah, that's pretty much more or less the end of Yunakivka. The next frontline change, we go to the Lyman front. So this is Lyman, or Krasny Lyman, or Crispy Lemon. In the north, there is this very shocking geolocation. So Russian forces geolocated at this position on the east of Novoselivka. And this is a bit weird because no, this is a little bit far. We're talking about a distance of 3 kilometers. So I made a judgment call that the Russian forces went down the gully in the north of Darilove, and they have basically do a flanking operation in the north of Darilove. So that is the perception of what might be happening. So these are more of a conservative mapping already, and this conservative mapping is already 3.95 square kilometers. If we're going to go a bit more bullish, we can even draw the front line here, where everything here in the east of Shandri Holove is all under Russian control. That is also not impossible. But we go for the conservative one for now, and then we shall see how this goes later. So yeah, this is a very weird shaped front line. After Novoselivka, the next front line change is over along the Seversky Donetsk River in the Serebryansky Forestry. So just to zoom out a bit, Lyman, this is the forest, and then you can see the river is here, and there's basically it's a mess. The river here is very messy, and so the Ukrainian mapping have updated the front line, showing that the Russian forces have secured the front line in the forest all along the river, and so this means that there is further consolidation of the forest by the Russian forces, and some of this position is looking more and more unlikely to have Ukrainian forces, given how is basically there's no way out because of the way how the river is moving along here. Doesn't look very credible for the Ukrainians to stay here, and so the advance in the deepest part here is around 1 kilometers. So if you zoom out a bit, you can see how there is already a salient developing, and this is already rather impossible, and the Russians are attacking from Serebryanka towards Dronivka, as well as from the north towards Dronivka. So this entire region along the Seversky Donetsk River is looking really impractical to defend. So we shall see how this goes. The next frontline change after this is over in the Pokrovsk front, over in the Evil Rabbit Years region. So there's a few frontline change. This is based on a number of geolocations. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these 4 geolocation constitute to a number of frontline changes. So the biggest one is over in Rubizny. So in the southwest of Zoloty Kolozia, Russian forces geolocated in 2 different locations, confirming the full capture of Rubizny by the Russian forces. So this is a very, very important capture, and it does have put some question mark into the surrounding regions, whether those are still under Ukrainian control or Russian control. But Rubizny is captured by the Russian forces, because this looks really weird. I'm quite sure you agree. This looks like out of place. So that a more sensible front line may look something like this. Yeah, and then with this all linked up, that's probably makes more sense. So we shall wait for more updates. The other geolocation include another one over here, which means the Russian forces captured the full tree line along this sector here, south of Kushteriv here, which is over here. So this is the front line change in this sector here. Another smaller front line change is over in Nikhanorevka with geolocation of Russian forces. I think it's over here. Let me check again. Yeah, it's over here. So this leads to a tiny frontline change in this sector here, corroborating some and capturing some. So over in Nikhanorevka. So that's the frontline changes in the Pokrovsk front. And there's one last frontline change is over in the Komar front. And this is over at Shifneve. So this one is a bit interesting. So you can see this weirdly shaped stuff. So these are all firstly already claimed to be captured under Russian control, but this is not going to affect the Ukrainian mapping. So geolocation of Russian forces at this position confirms that the Russians have captured at least the eastern part of Shifneve. The Ukrainian mapping put the entire Shifneve as gray zone, but draw a very, very long and vague front line, showing that the Russian forces have captured all of the Gali region in the north of Shifneve. And given the way how they draw it, crisscrossing quite a number of tree lines, it does show that actually the Ukrainians may not actually have these positions. No, these are just arbitrary. And to claim that there is this flanking operation and ignoring the geolocation in the center of Shifneve, yeah, it's just a bit uncomfortable, I would say. So anyway, the advance, if according to the Ukrainians, this is almost 5 kilometers advance. Yeah, clearly this did not happen over a day. I think this is already captured quite some time ago. Remember, we have Russian forces already geolocated in Novoselivka previously. So no, this entire area might already have been under Russian control all this while. So that's it. So these are all the frontline changes in the past 24 hours. So we're going to put in the black box and then do some calculation. So the Ukrainians did not capture anything. It's a 0. So the Russians yesterday captured 5.79. So today captured 4.86 plus 9.51 plus 5.59 plus 4.858. Total area captured is 24.54 square kilometers. We are back into the 20 square kilometers range. So anyway, that's it. So that's all the frontline changes report. I have published the frontline history. A snippet was put on the main channel just before this video, but the full video, which is a half an hour report, is on Patreon, so or YouTube membership. So do consider supporting DPA financially, and you can get exclusive access and ensure that DPA continues to run, because the viewership nowadays is very low due to the way how the algorithm works on YouTube nowadays. So yeah, without further supplement, things is gonna look really bad. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys. Happy birthday to you. I almost forgot. Happy birthday to you if your birthday today, and I'll see you guys in the next update.